for San Francisco.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll run here with the former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he'll be out right at the 35.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Jim. No. Off.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. The give is to Bell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Carry there by Le'Veon Bell, and he's just trying to get back to the form he exhibited in Pittsburgh when he was one of the top backs in the NFL. In 2019, though, no games over 100 yards rushing, and only 3 games with 20 or more carries. The more he touches it, the more effective he is.
Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now.
Eric Armstead brought him down. He's brought down back at the 40-yard line.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Returning, it's Benjamin. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
At their own 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo. And he slings one that's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. And he'll let this go deep for Bourne. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
3 plays and out. It's 4th.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
Jamison Crowder. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable.
Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Garoppolo. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
With a heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. That's caught by Werner, the tight end. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 12-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
San Francisco.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a...
And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Jordan Reed. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Jets nothing. Robbie Gould.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Intercepted by the
first quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 yards there. First down.
11 on the play. First down, 49ers.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
What a breakout season Raheem Mostert had in 2019, and now he's got a chance to be the lead back for his team. In fact, he spent time in the offseason bulking up, trying to get stronger to absorb the extra hits and be available for more snaps. He wants to be a guy who carries the ball from game 1 all the way through game 16 in the regular season.
57
Garoppolo now. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Steve McClendon, credit him for the sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
2nd and 11. Running the counter with Mostert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Niners 14, Jets nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we...
Now the Niners get there and bring him down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
Tackle made.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Check 26, check 26. Check, check, check.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
45-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And this one complete to Reed. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And the 49ers.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Open man is born. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8.
Touchdown, defense. 21.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard.
4th down.
So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them. But that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Second and 4. A give to Bell. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
You ain't going nowhere. Check. 36. Lady. Mike 54. Army.
Darnold from the gun. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 more there and another first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
27-yard line.
Under 10. Check 31. Red 80. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. I got you.
A first down throw, Darnold. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Darnold from the red zone now. Herndon's got it complete. Not much there, only a yard.
Complete.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
Just like that. Shit. Crunch. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Wide. Get wide.
To throw is Darnold. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
For Jamison Crowder, incomplete.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Rosa's kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Here we go. Like 80. 57.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
We'll see how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And this is incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
The line of scrimmage.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
15-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. Coach used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw, it's Garoppolo. His throw incomplete. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
1st down, 49ers.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Here we go. What do you need?
Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. That's complete to Dwelly, his tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 15-yard line.
2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. After the interception, here's Darnold. Airing one out for Crowder. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Kwan Williams. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. That's into the hands of Dwelly. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Looking to throw. Garoppolo taking a shot for Samuel. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
after the incompletion. Here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Mostert. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Here we go, here we go. 57, Mike, 57.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down.
Raheem Mostert averaged 5.6 yards per carry last year. That was 2nd in the NFL. So it's safe to say that it paid off that he patterned his work ethic after his hero Frank Gore, the former 49er. That's a guy who really shows you how to go out and get it done each and every day. Raheem Mostert patterned him and had a breakout season in 2019 with the 49ers.
Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked off by Brian Poole. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Too little, got help. Man, ready? Mike 54. Mike 54.
Darnold on 1st down. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, but it's going to be 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. I'm trying to collect. Switch.
Back to throw, Darnold. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. To throw is Garoppolo. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st?
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. They hand it off to Mostert. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go. Come on. Tight into the right, boy. Tight into the right. Move. 3 out there.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Mostert.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Brian Poole. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
That's good.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot.
Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
Jets 3.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On the handoff, this is Mostert. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with 3rd down coming up.
On the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Completes it to Samuel. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
And Deebo Samuel's another one of those young receivers that not only looks like a running back, but plays like one after the catch. And he had one of the best seasons among 2019's rookie receivers. Just over 800 yards receiving, but by the time the playoffs hit, he'd become WR1 for the 49ers. And now with the departure of Emmanuel Sanders, that should give him even more looks. Look for him to catch the ball downfield and also take it out of the backfield.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
2nd and a yard at the 41-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mostert. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Here we go. Check. Check. Hot right.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
A gain of
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
1st and goal.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's Mostert. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. One more time with Mostert. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity if it breaks.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10.
Decent start there to the drive. Big hill to climb, needing 2 touchdowns, also a 2-point conversion.
So, partner, how do you eat an elephant?
I don't eat an elephant. Who eats elephant?
But if you do it one bite at a time. Okay. That's the way they've got to play this, one play at a time. Yes, there's urgency, but they have to be careful as well.
Let's go with like a 50-ounce ribeye. One bite at a time.
All right, I'm with you.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. What we got? Hey, watch that.
Darnold from the gun. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 16 yards on the play as they try to chip away at this 16-point deficit.
3rd down.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Mike spot 4. Man, lady. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Watch twist. Tighten up.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And that's complete to Adams. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it with Bell. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Big air, big air, big air. Deuce, 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 deuce.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 16 yards, a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41.
Mike 54. Mike 54. That's right. That's what I do. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Here's Darnold. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Quan Alexander. The 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
57. Mike 57. That's a party. That's a party.
On play action. Now Garoppolo. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is incomplete.
They certainly have the right read on that one. The weak spot in a cover 2 defense, right down the middle because it really stresses the safeties. And they're going to be a little bit frustrated they weren't able to connect on that one.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. This is Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
At the 16.
2nd and 11 now. Here's Tevin Coleman, now in his 2nd year with the Niners. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now Mostert. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by Gold is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go way. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and we knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
If you know about the carport, the trapdoor supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Check, check, watch 54, lady. Bring it, bring it. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Ready, set. Hey, check 24, check 24.
Faking the give, Darnold. Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13, it's a first down. A play fake, and it's Darnold. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 37. Down to a knee goes Garoppolo, and that ought to do it. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward this season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.